Lynn.
Can we just start off by saying how beautiful this day has been? Almost 70 degrees outside.
Yeah, so much better compared to last week with negative 30-degree wind chill and snow everywhere and just pure misery.
That was insane. Rolling blackouts, pipes bursting from where I live on the hill. But then now we were in winter coats a week ago, and now we're in shorts and t-shirts. And with this nice weather, I personally have seen a lot more life on campus.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually decided to walk to class today and just seeing everybody out and getting fresh breath of air, wearing shorts, and it was just such a nice thing to see compared to last week where nobody was going out anywhere. I mean, I didn't go out anywhere because it was too cold.
No way.
And even we also had campus closed because of the rolling blackouts. But it's just it was just a nice breath of fresh air to see in campus being so alive.
And seeing that life back on campus, it kind of is a nice refresher to this semester, I feel because I feel the first semester with COVID and how careful we were being, there wasn't a lot of people walking around. They just went to and from classes. But now it's starting to feel a little more normal this semester, and I'm very optimistic about it being late in the semester and things becoming more normal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think we are actually finally on a better trend. I think I mean we're not really supposed to be getting relaxed. I mean we should still always be cautious, but it's just feeling it does feel so much again, things are just on the better, we're on the better trend and it feels good. And I think everybody's feeling a lot better this semester. Not so stressed, I don't think.
Talking about being on the better trend, can we talk about KU basketball, how we went from a couple weeks ago being unranked, we were in the top 20, and now we're ranked 17, playing Texas tonight, who is ranked 14. So let's hope that KU basketball gets a win.
Yeah, definitely. It's not seeing it's definitely not a good sight to see KU not doing great because normally we usually do great.
Exactly.
But I'll be excited to hear how tonight goes.
Exactly. I'm really hoping for a KU win. Anyways, how's this semester going? I feel like it's been going fast, personally, for myself.
Oh yeah, we're already 1 month in, and we're going to be in March next week, and next thing you know, we're going to be in our first midterms.
Yeah, I have my math midterm actually next week, so I'm a little nervous about that, but it should go okay.
Yeah, just keep on studying and, keep pushing through it. But yeah, it's just, everything's gone by so fast. And I think too, again, with everything, I think things are getting, again, we're getting that good trend movement. Things are moving along better. I think that's what's making it feel like things are going by so fast. It's next thing you know, we're going to be in April or May, and people are going to be graduating by then.
Going home, back to their hometowns, people starting new jobs and internships. It'll be nice to see. Well, that was a good recap. So we're going to take a break right now, and Jolene and Morgan will be back with the news.
Good evening, I'm Morgan.
And I'm Jolie. This is your Tuesday Good Evening KU News Update. Millions of Texans are still being impacted by the severe winter storm that left them without power for days. The extreme low temperatures damaged the state's water infrastructure, leaving many Texans without safe drinking water. Many cars lined up outside the distribution sites for hours before they opened.
The Supreme Court released approval on Monday for a New York prosecutor to access former President Donald Trump's tax returns. The documents will not be released to the public as the grand jury secrecy rules will fall into effect. The district attorney's office should be given access to these documents in the coming days, and an investigation will follow.
KU's annual fundraising day brought more than $3 million last week. Now in its fourth year, One Day, One KU event included $1 million gift benefit to KU's Alzheimer's Disease Center. Another gift of $10,000 came through Facebook and benefited the KU School of Medicine Salina campus.
In sports, the men's basketball team ran its winning streak to 5 with 67-61 victory over Texas Tech on Saturday in Allen Fieldhouse. All 5 starters scored in double figures for the Jayhawks, led by David McCormick's 17 points and Ochai Abaji's 14. Redshirt freshman Jalen Wilson also recorded his 8th double-double. After the game, Coach Self said he felt good about how the team played.
Yeah, I thought we played well. It's the best we played. we actually played better offense than what we scored, because we missed a lot of good looks that I really think that we should make a higher percentage. I thought CB and Oach and Jalen collectively, they got off 23 threes, if I'm not mistaken. And, most of them were really good looks. So I thought we did some good things. I thought Dave was great. Marcus was great. And Bryce and Juan were good off the bench. We did a lot of good things, and we guarded, and they really guarded us, and I thought we handled their pressure pretty well. So I'm leaving out here feeling the best I've felt in a long time about this group.
The Jayhawks are in Austin, Texas tonight for an 8 p.m. tip-off against the Longhorns.
The women's team took Texas Tech in overtime, falling 99-98. Sophomore Holly Kersgeter scored 29 points and grabbed 16 rebounds, while guards Zakiya Franklin and Anaya Thomas added 20 and 17 points apiece. Tied at 86, all with under a minute to play in regulation, the Jayhawks took the lead on a Thomas three-pointer, but the Red Riders would answer and send the game into extra time. After falling behind by 9 points in the first 2 minutes of overtime, the Jayhawks fought back and even had a chance to win. But a non-foul call on Kersgeter was the final play of the game. The women will host Texas tomorrow at 7 p.m. in Allen Fieldhouse.
Kansas football coach Les Miles announced that Jake Schoonover has been hired as a special teams coordinator and outside linebackers coach. Schoonover spent the past 3 seasons at Bowling Green. Coach Miles said that Schoonover has extensive experience and will be a strong fit with the staff.
In other sports, the tennis team knocked off Arizona 6-1 on Friday at the Jayhawks Tennis Center. The softball team sits 3-1 for the season, with a weekend tournament coming up in San Antonio. The track and field teams will be heading to Lubbock, Texas for next weekend's indoor Big 12 championship, and the volleyball team begins its season Friday with a night contest against Xavier.
And that will wrap it up for today's news update. After the break, Kaylin will be here with the weather.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
Good evening, Jayhawks. My name is Halen Wilhite here with your Tuesday evening weather forecast. Couple of headlines we're going to be looking at in the next few days. Comfortable temperatures for this week. Definitely feeling a lot better than last week with the frigid winter chills and all that. But warm weekend also ahead, and maybe seeing some precipitation possible next week. Wanted to bring up again about how we had such a change in the weather between last week and this week. So here are 2 photos that I actually took from my apartment. The first one is a snow-covered campus from Monday, and then the other one is the same one in just 1 week later. And 30-degree wind chills and 60 degrees today. Definitely quite the difference. But right now, looking at the metro area, we see that right now in Lawrence, we're currently at 68, and going towards south, Ottawa is actually at 70 degrees, but most of the general area of the KC Metro is mostly in the upper 60s for this evening. And current radar right now is showing not much. Everything's pretty clear. You do get to see a little bit of snow that's up in Nebraska and northern Missouri. That will be melting pretty soon with the warm weather still sticking around. But right now, nothing's going on. It is beautiful and it's warm outside. That is all that matters. We want to hear warm weather. But right now, 70 degrees with sunny skies and winds from the southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It is gorgeous out there, and it's only going to stay gorgeous this evening as we go from 64 at 5 p.m. to about 50 at 9 p.m. and then at 11 o'clock we'll be at 45 degrees. Clear skies, clear night. It'll be a pretty decent night and not so cold. But the low for tonight, we are going to be dropping down to about 35, so it might get a little bit colder, but not as cold as it was last week. But also I want to bring up too, since we are actually at a high of 70, we are very close to breaking that 73-degree high from 1982 from 1982. So that is pretty cool to see, and especially, again, I keep mentioning last week because last week was just such a chaotic winter weather week. But for tomorrow, though, we are going to be dropping out to about 46. It is going to be colder, but not as bad. But so might want to wear a light coat for tomorrow or a light jacket, but shouldn't be too bad at all for any kind of activities. But for the rest of this week, though, we are going to be sticking around the 40s and 50s for the rest of the week, and going into the weekend, we are going to be at a high of 60, which is definitely very nice to see. And any weekend activity would be a great day to do that. And going into next week, though, we're going to stick into the 50s, maybe drop into the 40s, as we might be getting some precipitation coming. But I'll have more on that coming tomorrow on KUJH. So tune into that if you want to hear more about precipitation coming into next week. That is all I have for this week's weather forecast. Thank you for tuning in to Good Evening KU tonight. We will be back next week. Have a good evening and stay safe, Jayhawk.